I'm here with Amanda Turner from Owsley County, and you have an exciting project. What do you call it, and where did you get the idea?
My grant, I wrote a grant called Full STEAM Ahead, and it is a focus on STEAM activities, introducing kids at elementary age to STEAM activities. So that, which is STEAM includes the art in with STEM.
Yeah, so it's normally STEM, the science, technology,
right.
engineering, and math, but add art to it. You know.
Right. So I've been doing research and read a lot about the earlier that you can introduce students to these types of activities, increases their ability to understand the STEM concepts when they get into high school and college. And there is a huge rise in job growth for jobs in these fields. So my hope is that by hearing this content and getting their hands involved, more hands-on approach into this more of a STEAM-related curriculum, that they'll be better prepared for the 21st century world that we're living in.
Okay. And as we know, that's so important, and the economy has changed, so there's only jobs that you can do. You can be at home if you can create content, and your project will help kids. Because Owsley County is the second smallest county in population in the state, and we got a high poverty rate.
Yes.
And so you don't have a lot of big existing businesses. So part of it is going to be how do we keep our talented young people there in Owsley County, and then help them create their own jobs, be a part of existing businesses that can expand.
Exactly, and that was part of the research that I had included in my grant, because when they become proficient with these skills, they are able to develop, be business owners and be their own bosses and survive in the world that we're living in.
Okay, so are you originally from Owsley County? And then tell me about why you came into education, your background.
Okay, I'm originally I was born and lived the first few years of my life in northern Kentucky, but I've lived in Breathitt County predominantly, which is a neighboring county to Owsley. And I have always loved school. When I was growing up, I loved school, I loved learning, I loved my teachers. I have a lot of educators in my own family. So I knew that I always wanted to be a teacher and impact children's lives the way that mine was impacted by teachers. And Owsley is close by, and when I graduated, they had some job openings, and I knew that I wanted to stay in this part of the state, so I applied, and I've been there 16 years.
So why did you want to stay in this part of the state?
Well, I believe in the potential of our students, and we can be competitive in the world and do wonderful things, amazing things. They just need someone to have the faith in them and show them, kind of open their eyes to everything that is available in the world for them to do.
So you've been teaching 16 years now. Your classroom probably looks different now than when you started. So what has changed in the last few years for you as a teacher?
I feel like that I'm constantly working to make my classroom more student-centered. I talk a lot less than I did when I started. I want my students to have choice in the curriculum and pursue learning activities that interest them. So I try to do things like Genius Hour, and with Genius Hour the kids kind of pick a passion project that they want to research, and it works really well with STEM or STEAM, because then they can use that design process as they're doing research and identifying maybe a problem they could do research on and redesign and come up with solutions and learn even more about what they're interested in.
Okay. Well, you're doing a great job, so thank you for
Thank
being
you.
a great teacher. Appreciate it.